Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dutch. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys just how hot the stovepipe gets when I got my stove up. Pretty much max capacity. It's right at about 1850. Now this is not a common practice I do, is get my stove this hot, and I don't recommend anyone doing this. I got accused of giving false information out or something like that on saying it's okay to get your stove this hot. It's definitely rated for the internal temperature to handle this with the fire brick and all that. But as far as the stove getting that hot like that, this complete stove does not get that hot by any means. I got my damper closed off. I would never recommend opening your damper up whenever you have your stove this hot, because all that's gonna go straight up the stovepipe, and it could cause a fire in your stovepipe. So be very cautious whenever you guys are getting your stove this hot. And I'm not exactly sure what the max rating is. I did read a few places, if you get a hot spot of like 900 degrees, not to panic, but you don't want to sustain that level of heat for very long. So I don't know if that's the max. I just know that with this damper closed off, there's no, this internal temperature, like 1850, that's a heat gauge that goes in there. Now, we'll go ahead and gauge this right here. This stove right here, it's rating at right at 590. So that's the metal right here is 590, 585. So that's pretty hot. But now I'm gonna get up here on the stovepipe and show you guys that even though this is 1850, this right here is 590, 585, right around in there. So let's zoom in on this stovepipe, and I'll show you guys how hot it gets. That's reading right at 333, if you can see that on camera. I'll get closer too, see how hot it reads. 340. That's within about 11 inches. And on here, I didn't read the directions really, but right here it's saying like, oh, I don't know, 14 inches away. I don't know. I just know that it's reading 330. When you get down here, it's going to be hotter. Let's zoom in down here at the bottom. You can see that's right at 430. So let's go ahead and go up the pipe, because obviously the further you go up, the cooler it's going to be. You can see that. We'll go ahead and go all the way up. So you can see at 1850 internal temperature, right in the middle of that pipe, it's only 279. Really? Nowhere near as hot as some people might think. Up there, 225, all the way at the ceiling. Look at that, 130. It's definitely hot around this stove. Top of the stove, 430. Let's get over here. Right down here at the base, you can see that light. That's going to be the hottest part. 470. Right in there, yeah. See how hot that kettle is. 209. What about this little eco fan? 178. 140. Got water in there. See if it'll read that. We get 500 right there. That's not the stovepipe, that's the metal right around in there, about 4 inches, 5 inches from the stovepipe. Gets pretty hot. It's pretty hot. 490. Little side glass shooting into there. Okay guys, there you have it. I showed you what the temperature is. The hottest temperature we got a reading was like right down here at the base, and it's reading at, right now it's reading at 470, 480. But you go all the way up here, 250, all the way up to the top, 190, 300 in the middle. I can't remember the old boy's name that was commenting on here. He says he's an expert of like 35 years, and this was just completely unsafe to have my stove this hot. I was gonna be, he said I should feel responsible if someone burnt their house down because I showed a video of me getting my stove hot. I'm like, yeah, I should feel responsible. I should be held responsible. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Yeah, no, I'm not saying that you guys should go do this. I'm just showing you me doing it. I've done told you I'm not an expert by any means. I think I've shown that. That's why I bought one of these heat guns, because he was accusing me of running this too hot, and I knew it wasn't true. But just to show that he was wrong, right here, buddy. Just don't lie. That stovepipe is not too hot. I'm sure you'll tell me you guessed it would be 600 degrees, and you said, I think you said it would get hotter as you go up or something. I don't know. You might have been talking about if I had my damper open, and I said in the video, I didn't open my damper. The only time I ever open my damper, I would never open my damper when it was this hot because it's just not. I don't need to. That could cause problems up in the stovepipe, but I've never done it, and I don't plan on doing it, and I don't recommend you guys doing it. If you guys have a wood stove or fireplace, you're a responsible adult. You guys are responsible for your own wood stoves and your own fireplaces. Dutch isn't responsible if you catch fire. I'm not giving you guys any advice to do this. I actually said it wasn't necessary to do this. I've loaded this up for the night. It definitely gets hotter whenever you close it up. I closed this up when it was right at 700 degrees because on this catalytic converter at 600 degrees, you should close it off and it'll start burning the gases inside there. And I know this will shorten whenever you get a stove this hot, and I do not do this very often. I mainly just did it for that first video and tonight's video. Other than that, I never get this hot. I just wanted to show you guys that it could get this hot. But yeah, it could definitely shorten the life on your stove and your catalytic converter to run it this hot. It's not necessary to run it this hot. Like I said, I don't recommend it, and I'm not going to feel responsible if you guys run your stove hot and you catch on fire. Why would I feel responsible for that? It's just crazy talk to me, but whatever. All right, guys, hope you guys liked this little video. Hope you guys learned something. Oh, and this little gun, they didn't send this to me. I bought this. It was like 15 bucks. Tech City. I don't know. I'll put a link down below in the description box if you guys want to order one off my Amazon account. It's actually pretty cool. You can gun everything. Like my concrete floor is like 75 degrees right now. I think. Oh, let's take a look at it. 73. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I recommend if you have a fireplace or a wood stove like I got, I'd get one of these for sure. I wish I'd have got one of these when I bought this thing. That way I could have checked it for sure. But like I said, it's running safe. All's good. All right, guys. Hope you liked this little video of the new gun, checking the temperature around the wood stove and the pipe. If you guys did, hit that like button for me if you would. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, and click that little bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, guys.